Hi everyone, it's Granny again. Well, today we're going to talk about the Sarah Boone case. So, this case is a crazy one, and I honestly believe that when it goes to trial, it's going to be really interesting, to say the least. I I think that she almost has to take the stand because there was only two of them in the home when this happened. But to give you kind of an overview, if you're not familiar with this case, Sarah Boone and her boyfriend, um, George Torres, lived together. Now, George is spelt Jorge, kind of like Jorge, but she calls him George, so we'll call him that. So they live together. They're both 42 years old. Um, she has a son with her ex-husband, Brian. Her ex-husband lives just down the road, and on this particular day in February of 2020, her son was with her husband. So she said that her and George had a great day. She said they were outside, they were laughing and just having a good time. They drank a bottle of wine, they did some painting, they did a puzzle together, and then for whatever reason, they decided to play hide and seek. Okay, so I don't know. Uh, have you ever played hide and seek with adults before? I mean, is that maybe a new drinking game? Tell this old granny because I really want to know. Tell me in the comments if you've ever played hide and seek with another adult, no children involved, and or let me know if that is a new drinking game that I'm not aware of because I may not be up on all the new things lately, but I just don't understand that at all. The other thing I don't understand with this case is if you're playing hide and seek, doesn't someone typically count and they turn away from the rest and they maybe cover their eyes and they're counting and then they go find everybody, right? They don't supposedly know where they are. That's always the way I played hide and seek. But you don't go and help this person get into a suitcase thinking it's funny, even if both of you are thinking it's funny, and then you zipper them up. I, I don't understand that. But that's what's happened in this case. And goodness, that is the story that Sarah Boone is sticking with, that she and George were playing hide and seek and that they were having a good time, that even when he got into the suitcase, they were laughing. Okay. So you see her, if you look at any of the interviews online, the interrogations, you see her talking to the police, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I fell asleep. I fell asleep." Well, see, that's what she said. She put him in there, and then she went upstairs thinking he was going to come up within 30 minutes later, but she fell asleep and she didn't check on him. And then she slept late into the morning, like just before noon, and all of a sudden she realized he's still in the suitcase. So she goes and she unzippers him, and he's non-responsive, and she helps him out. And then she calls her ex-husband to come. Well, her ex-husband Brian takes a look at him and says, "You need to call 911." So she called 911, right? And she is telling them, um, my boyfriend's dead. Kind of just like that. My boyfriend's dead. Uh, So then he's helping her do chest compressions, CPR, and he's helping her stay focused because she kept talking, and he's counting with her. And when the ambulance got there, they deemed that he was too far gone, and they declared him um, gone. Well, they took her in for questioning, and then they took her in the next day again for questioning. And the interrogation was incredible. Sarah was insisting that she did not do this intentionally. And the police officers were trying to get her to understand, you went upstairs intentionally, did you not? Well, yes, because I thought he was coming up. But she never went back down to check on him. I fell asleep. Not intentionally. I fell asleep. Well, then they showed her on the computer a video that they had taken from her phone. Actually, there was a couple of videos, very disturbing videos, and I will show you those videos here.
Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me. Sarah.
Okay, so very disturbing, graphic. Um, I hope that you did not have children in the room. I'm sorry that I forgot to give the warning, the graphic warning. Even though you didn't see anything horrific, it still was mentally very disturbing because you could see him moving around in the suitcase and screaming, literally screaming, um, pleading with her to let him out, that he can't breathe, you know, and she's just mocking him, you know, and she's just saying, well, she's using some strong language, and then she is saying, no, that's how I feel when you're choking me. And then when he tells her again, I can't breathe, babe. Seriously, that's how I feel every time you cheat on me, you know, and she just kept it up and kept it up until she must have shut off the video and then went to bed. So, in my opinion, and of course, we know that Sarah Boone is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but I really honestly feel that the odds are against her in proving that she did not do this intentionally because of the video. If she hadn't videotaped it, which she says she does not remember, right? She does not remember. If she hadn't videotaped it, then we might be looking at a whole different set of circumstances. But the fact that she did, I don't know. And then again, you know, it's obvious that he did not zip himself up in that suitcase. So she would have had some culpability no matter what, right? Horrible case. And it has come out that uh, the two, there has been domestic violence between the two prior, even to the point of both being arrested at different times. So I don't know. It is a really hard case, and one of the things on one of maybe my next video or live, I'll go into more about George Torres and find out a little more about him because he is the victim in this. And she is, I think, going to be claiming battered spouse syndrome because it has been proven that he has, abused her physically. So I don't know. The trial is going to be interesting, very much so. Um, she, the the other part of this whole scenario is that she has already allegedly gone through 6 lawyers for this case. And the lawyer that she has now wanted to recuse himself, and the judge said no. In the last court hearing, the judge said, "Have you talked with your client?" No, I got COVID, couldn't talk with her. We're having trouble finding expert witnesses to testify. I don't think we're going to be ready in April because that's when the trial was set. And the judge said, well, let's touch base in a couple of weeks, see where everything is at. You need to talk to your lawyer or to your client. So, and then in the meantime, Sarah Boone has been writing letters to the judge stating that she hasn't seen her lawyer. She should, be getting a speedy trial, blah, blah, blah. So this one is going to be very, very interesting. She is, when you watch the interrogation, she is very animated. I don't know how else to say it. She is crazy. Yeah. Um, she thinks of herself very highly, that she's very intelligent, and that she talks about how she did a lot for George, and everybody knows that. And I don't know. This is going to be a wild trial, just simply because of having her on the stand. It is going to be a wild trial. So I can't wait for that. I hope, beyond hope, that it is televised because it will be awesome to watch her on the stand. It would be really sad if it wasn't. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know what you think of it. I'm gonna, as I said, I'll keep everybody updated on this, and we'll even talk about it in our lives. But let me know in the comments what you think about it. And don't forget to let me know what you think about playing adult hide and seek. And we will see you on the next one. Thanks so much, guys. You have a wonderful day.